Hello everybody, welcome to a little short edition of Farming Blind with Duck here in snowy southern Middle Tennessee. We've had probably 4 or 5 inches of snow here on the Barber farm in the last 3 days, and luckily today it's warmed up rather nicely in its low 40s and the snow is slowly disappearing. I'm back on the farm working with my livestock, brought them a little bit of hay, and kind of what I'm doing today is I'm trying to experiment with ChatGPT and Google Gemini as far as reading my tag numbers. Previous video the other day, I actually tried ChatGPT with the video function. Although it would recognize a cow, it just simply would not give me the numbers correctly. So I figure, as some suggested, it's probably a resolution issue. So I came back here with the Google Gemini. I thought I would give that a try today. Unfortunately, apparently with what I'm gathering, it will not do a live video feed and analyze such as ChatGPT would. So I took a picture and then inserted it, or attached it, I guess you would say. Took that and seen if it would recognize the number, and I think it did very well there. It's just a lengthy process. You got to take the picture, attach the picture, ask the question, send the query in, and wait on it to come back. Whereas the same thing seemed to be going on with ChatGPT, taking the picture, doing the process of analyzing, and such as that. Where the big difference I've seen with the Be My Eyes application, even the Speakaboo, it would take the picture and process, and you don't have to ask it to do all the stuff. So it's a few steps that needs to come out of the equation, I think, with ChatGPT as well as the Gemini. If you just have the function of just take the picture and it automatically analyze it, just like the Be My Eyes application does. I'll give you a short little scan of my herd here and kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing, even though I can't necessarily demonstrate the video and the picture taking process. Alrighty, everybody, I'm back here on the back of the farm. Like I said, I wanted to kind of give you a little broader view of exactly what I'm trying to accomplish here on the farm. For the longest time, all the way back, we just get out and walk around our herd and check them over, make sure everybody's healthy and doing well. So if I get out in the open when I'm by myself, being visually impaired, I like to walk up to my livestock and just, as you can see, they've got a tag in their ear. Of course, some of these animals, I've got their numbers memorized by heart. That's 36. But for a lot of them, I don't know their number. I keep track of my records via the Notes app on my iPhone. So just going out in the field and getting it. I know that sounds like a simple process, but I've not found the right application that does what I need to do yet. For instance, if I walk up to this animal here to my left, which we always call her old lady, and she's really, really gentle and such as that, I can, hey girl, what are you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I want to be able to just ask my phone. I don't care what AI option I'm using, ChatGPT, Gemini, Speakaboo, or whatever. What's that number of that tag? Or what's the text that you see? Or something like that. I'm not asking, to solve some fancy scientific problem or writing code. Just give me a number. Right now, the experiment that I tried with the live video on ChatGPT, it just would not work. I mean, it would recognize a number, but it was not correct at all. It just seemed like it was just giving some random numbers. It would recognize it was a cow, and it would give you that type of information, but just a specific number, it wouldn't do it. So then I tried the Gemini, and from what I understand right now, Gemini doesn't have that live video option, so that didn't work. So I went ahead and done the photo, because I think from what I understand, a lot of people saying, just in research, it's a resolution type thing. The pictures is a lot easier to process than a moving image. So I did the Gemini this morning. It did read the tag. And then I went to ChatGPT. It did that as well. The only thing with both of them, it's a process, meaning I have to take the picture, attach it, or ask the question, send in the query, and then let it process and give me the information. And for the most part, it's done a good job. But there again, it's a process. And when you're on the farm and trying to recognize cattle, sometimes you don't have the option of waiting. You need to know. Some have asked about the weigh around, just as you seen with my little old lady cow there just a minute ago. I can get really close, and I could probably have an NMC tag. I could touch the ear and get the information, but I would say 95% of my animals, you're not going to get that close. So that's not really an out in the field option. So I guess all in all, the one that I have successfully used better than any of them was the Be My Eyes, the AI application on it. I discovered it several months ago from Sam Seavey of the Blind Life YouTube channel. If you've not heard of him or have never checked out his channel, I highly recommend it. But he introduced that, and that was a game changer for me. I mean, I could take the picture. A lot of times it would go ahead and give me, it would just say a black cow looking at the camera with a yellow tag with a number 36. And bam, there it was, you know, and that was great. Or if it didn't give it to me, I could actually ask it what the tag number was, and many times it would give it to me. If I had 4 or 5 cows standing there looking at me together, it would tell me the one on the left is this number, the one in the center is this number, the one on the right is this number. So it's a pretty good deal, and it's probably the best so far. The only part about it is, there again, you have to process it. It takes a picture. Getting an animal to stay still long enough to get a picture, that's even a more difficult process. But anyway, that kind of gives you all an idea of where I'm standing here as far as my process of getting the tag numbers and where I'm at. Maybe somebody out there in the tech world to get this information and go from there, and we'll see if we can get some answers. But I've said before, as my eyesight gets worse, the technology gets better. So it's come a long, long way, and I'm blessed to be able to get what I've got so far and move forward. And everybody knows somebody, so hopefully somebody will have an answer out there or know somebody that does. All right, well, I think I'm going to wrap it up for another edition of Farming Blind with Duck. For those that may be interested, I have not, as of yet, tried the Meta glasses. That's next on my list. I'm hopefully going to land a free sample of them. I won't say free, a borrowed sample, I guess, this next week to give that a trial run and see how that works. But it's like with anything else with technology, you just got to keep trying. For those that can notice me in the video, with my RP, retinitis pigmentosa, I'm all the time scanning, so I can't tell whether I'm actually looking at the camera for sure or not. I'm using my peripherals. That's a little tidbit of information that some may notice or may not notice. Anybody that knows me, that's how I am. But there again, I'm hoping that this will satisfy my curiosity, and maybe somebody out there will have some answers and get the problem solved. So I'm going to wrap it up for today. This is another edition of Farming Blind with Duck here in southern Middle Tennessee. And shoot, I think while I've been here, the biggest part of our snow has left us. So God bless, and everybody have a great day.